Pawn Corp's international gold buyers are returning to Pahrump. Saturday through Tuesday, June 18th through the 21st, we'll be at the Pahrump Nugget from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Bring in your unwanted gold, silver, platinum, jewelry, diamonds, find watches, coin collections, and broken jewelry. We have $1 million to spend and we'll pay you in cash. That's Saturday through Tuesday, June 18th through the 21st from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Pahrump Nugget.
News 46 is brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Look for news about their latest healthcare center opening soon in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine. News 46 is also brought to you by Red Apple Fireworks. You've never seen anything like it. Nevada's elite fireworks shopping experience. Red Apple Fireworks.
Tonight on News 46, Mercy Air lands on scene for a fire victim.
3 are transported following a 2-vehicle accident.
And the final meeting to attempt to recall the Nye County Tax Assessor. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell and news across Nevada with Janet Eric. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, June 20th, 2011. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Norma Gino Paddock in for Rhonda Van Winkle for News 46. Topping our news tonight, Mercy Air landed on scene Friday afternoon on Pluto and Pahrump Valley Boulevard. One man was transported to UMC Trauma Center, sustaining injuries to his arm, leg, and head. Apparently, the burns the man sustained are a result of a fire that started in the engine compartment of the vehicle the man was working on.
Yeah, originally it was dispatched as a vehicle fire, but en route we were notified it was either an RV or a motorhome that was well involved. Upon arrival, we found that vehicle was mostly extinguished, but we did find 2 people that had sustained burn injuries from a flammable liquid spill.
So how did that happen, actually? Do you know?
There were some repairs being made to the generator set on the RV, and when that occurred, the gasoline had spilled over, and there was an ignition source from a lighter, which then caused the burn injuries.
And you had Mercy Air land on scene?
Yeah, the most prudent thing for the patient care was to bring Mercy Air to the scene. They were landed directly in front of the residence, which saved a lot of time for us. The patient care was transferred to Mercy Air, who then took the patient to UMC.
And then the other patient?
Second patient has sustained some burn injuries. However, they decided not to be treated further and signed an AMA.
And was it in close proximity to the structure?
It was actually parked next to a large double-car garage. It was detached from the main structure on the property, but it was very, very close with several vehicles parked there.
How much the RV was burned?
It was actually just the front portion right underneath what they would consider the fifth wheel structure. So the fire was relatively contained. It was more of a flash fire that had sustained for several minutes, but was quickly extinguished.
An apparently minor 2-vehicle offset rear-end collision Friday night on Pahrump Valley Boulevard resulted in 3 people being transported locally.
We were dispatched for a report of an injury accident. Upon arrival, we found 2 vehicles that had collided. There was no entrapment, but there were several injured in one of the passenger vehicles. As you can see behind us, the medic units are coming in. They're assuming patient care and they'll be transporting to the local facility.
Several meaning how many, do you know?
3 patients thus far from this accident.
And what kind of collision was this, do you know?
It looks like an offset rear-end collision. Yeah, Nye County Sheriff's officers are conducting the investigation. We had an engine company. We actually had a medic unit on the original dispatch. We special called a second one due to the fact it was a 3rd patient.
Are they all being transported locally?
It appears that they're all going to be transported locally this evening.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nevada Governor Brian Sandoval has signed a law extending $620 million in taxes that would have expired this month. Sandoval signed the measure Friday in Carson City to keep his end of the state budget deal. It extends 4 separate taxes and closes most of the budget hole created by the Nevada Supreme Court ruling that the state couldn't siphon funds from local governments.
And folks, coming up after the break, a local group seeks to recall tax assessor Shirley Matson.
And if you're looking to make a quick buck, we may have the solution for you.
We'll have all this and more right after the break. Please keep it here.
I forgot I was so.
Welcome back to News 46. Nevada Republicans have chosen their candidate to run in September's special election to fill the open 2nd District congressional seat. But it still remains to be seen whether he'll be the only GOP candidate allowed in the race. Over the weekend, the state's Republican committee nominated former Chairman Amodei as its choice to seek the seat.
A fight held on Friday night with a group who is attempting to recall Nye County Tax Assessor Shirley Matson, stemming from what some are calling racist emails she allegedly sent to the county sheriffs Tony DeMeo and district attorney Brian Kunze.
We are here at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park where the final meeting for the recall for Nye County Tax Assessor Shirley Matson is being held. They're going to have a kickoff party on July 9th. We're going to speak to Stephanie Lopez.
It's about Shirley Matson. We're getting our groups together to get the recall going on. So when we file July 5th, our groups and teammates are ready and organized so that we could get her signatures for the recall.
How many signatures do we need total?
They say a little over 3,600. Our goal is well above that because we know that we'll have people that try to goof us up. So we have about 6,000. We want to collect about 6,000 signatures.
How many volunteers do you have now?
As of today, surprisingly, we have well over 40 signatures that just showed up. So, I mean, we just put the event on Pahrump 2 days ago, so we did good.
And this is the final meeting of the recall efforts. Where do we go from here now?
They could contact me through Facebook at Pahrump or my home number at 775-727-8229.
And what have you been hearing mostly from people? I know that you have a meeting coming up at another location. What have you been hearing generally overall?
They're ready to sign. I haven't heard anything outside of the fact that where's the pen and paper at. So we're confident that we're going to do this. I'm very confident, and just by the looks of everyone, they're confident. So I'm pretty sure we can get this done.
And when is the next meeting, or are you letting that information out, or you want people to just contact?
No, July 9th is our recall party. It's going to be at Romero's, a Mexican restaurant. We'll have a DJ. It's our kickoff party, so you can sign the petition in that time. So
what time is that?
2 to 6 on July 9th.
If you would like any further information on this recall effort, you can contact Stephanie Lopez. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
We'll have more of your local news right here after the break, so keep it right here.
Welcome back to News 46. If you looked out in the sky on Friday, then you probably saw a plane with a banner behind it.
Fire Chief Scott Lewis wanted everyone to know that it is his wife, Jamie's birthday, after she alerted the media about our fire chief from Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue turning 50 in April. He returned the favor to her by renting an aircraft to alert the town of his wife's birthday. Jamie Lewis is a paramedic and flight nurse for Mercier. Happy 50th birthday to Jamie Lewis. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
And that laugh at the end of the story is a very distinctive Jamie Lewis giggle. Happy 50th birthday to Jamie.
With rumors that she's making a reality show pilot for Animal Planet regarding her parrots, Heidi Fleiss is hardly hiding successfully from the spotlight in Pahrump. On Friday, reports that she was speeding resulted in Nye County sheriffs showing up at her door to issue a citation.
Nye County sheriffs received a report of an alleged reckless driver Friday afternoon. The reporting party apparently was following the suspect vehicle and stated that they would like to sign a citation. The vehicle's title returned back to dispatch as registered to Heidi Fleiss. The report allegedly stated that she was traveling in excess of 100 miles per hour, according to deputies who did not witness the offense. The complainant reported that the driver of the car allegedly ran into her residence upon arrival to her house. Deputies arrived on scene and issued a citation that was signed by the witness. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
Well, the international gold buyers are in town for one more day. This is your chance to put some extra cash in your pocket. Here's Felix Stepelo to tell you all about it.
We're going to be at the Pahrump Nugget this Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And we're going to be buying gold, silver, diamonds, coins, pre-1964 halves, quarters, dimes. And I brought in some stuff here like some pocket watches that we buy. We'll buy them used, broken, working, non-working, gold, silver, coin silver. We buy them all, and then we buy naturally all silver, gold, and Rolexes of any style. We're one of the biggest Rolex buyers in the Northeast. We're also one of the biggest coin dealers in the Northeast. We actually, if you bring in your coins, I will go through them. Like if you have Morgan dollars or Peace dollars, I'll actually go through them and evaluate them, each piece. So I don't just say, well, there's 10 of them and X amount of dollars for each one. I go through them, and then I go in the book, which I use the Blue Book, the 2011 Blue Book, which is the newest guide. We really, I'm not one of those companies that comes into town and we don't give anything away. Because we believe that if we gave stuff away, like prizes and stuff like that, it would be coming out of your money, naturally. You know, it's got to come from somewhere. So we don't do that. All we do is we give the best prices.
And you put things on a scale, but you actually evaluate them for their individual price.
Yeah, we absolutely. We go by the gold market, what it is today, and if you ever want to see what the gold market is, you can go on Kitco, KITCO.com, and you can find out for yourself what gold is at that particular moment. Let's say if it's at $1,526 per ounce, that's on 24 carats. So don't think you're going to get $1,526 if you have an ounce of gold. We have to make sure it's 24 karat gold. If it's not, then it's going to be less. If it's 18 karat or 14 karat or 10 karat, you know what I mean? A lot of people make that misconception.
It's not just gold that you buy. I've seen people bring in old money, all different types of countries from different places. Yeah, and you have stemware as well.
Yeah, old paper money, sterling silver. Make sure when you bring in the sterling silver, make sure on the back it says sterling or 900 or 925 or 800. Though, you know, if it doesn't say that, then it's not sterling, it's not silver. We'll kind of make sure. But if you have a question, just bring it in and we'll take a look at it and we'll evaluate it for you. So that's not a big deal. We buy old buttons. You know, these are political buttons. These are what's called the daguerreotypes. These are old frames. You know, I just brought in an assortment of stuff.
Give your phone number if people want to contact you.
Oh, sure. It's 315-580-2820.
There was a creative fundraiser yesterday at the VFW. Two of our nation's heroes got a makeover.
Well, it is Father's Day, and we are here at the VFW. They had a fundraiser today. Two people here got a makeover. We're going to speak to Butch Boraski.
Well, thank you, Deanna. Today we had shave off Wilbur's mustache and cut Pete's ponytail. It's all for a good cause here at the VFW, and it was raised a little over $300 for the two events. Wilbur looks like a whole new person now.
Started growing this mustache when I first went to Vietnam in December 1968, and I have not shaved my upper lip in all that time. And this is really Kathy's doing here at the Post. She started this this is just a money maker for our Post here and the veterans. And it started with Pete.
I'm so happy. I normally cut it off in early spring, but the Ladies Auxiliary convinced me to keep it till Father's Day. Now it's a whole 3 inches longer, and I'm tired of it at this point in time.
You're gonna donate your hair, though.
Yes, I am. I'm going to donate it to the Locks of Love.
It's a wonderful thing. So you're looking forward to this haircut. Is there any particular person that's going to cut it for you, or is it going to be the person who won?
The person who wins gets to cut it off.
A lot of fun. A lot of people over here kind of support the VFW, and they both had separate causes. That Wilbur's was a stand down, and Pete's I'm not too sure what that was, but you know, anything to help our vets, and I'm here whenever I can be here.
It's a wonderful event. I know that Wilbur particularly had his mustache for 43 years, and a little bit of shock. Real makeovers on both of them, real changes.
Well, they look like new people now, so they were just in there talking about maybe they have to have elections again because they got two new people because they won't recognize them.
That's quite a change. You know, I haven't
That's got to feel weird. I haven't shaved my beard in like over 10 years, so I can only imagine the feeling that must be to lose something
My
like
husband
that.
has never shaved his beard, and I've threatened him if he does.
But you know, with all this hot temperatures we're getting, it might be something to consider because we've got triple digits all week long. Don't go anywhere. We'll have your 7-day forecast right after this break.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Welcome back to News 46. I'm Rick Vale with your weather today. Sunny day, high 94 degrees. Winds out of the north-northwest up to 16 miles per hour. Our pressure on the barometer holding steady for us, 29.91. The UV index, 9, very high. Sunrise at 5:26 a.m. and a record high is 113 degrees back in 1961. Looking at tomorrow, going to be clear, or tonight rather, clear for us, a low of 74. Winds out of the north at about 8 miles per hour. Sunset will be at 8:04 p.m. tonight and a record low of 53 degrees back in 1939. Tomorrow, going to be sunny yet again, a high of 101, triple digits again for us, a low of 75. Winds out of the north-northeast at about 8 miles per hour. UV index is 9, which is very high, and our sunrise tomorrow is at 5:27 a.m. Looking at our 7-day forecast, Wednesday, 26 mile per hour gusts, 101 for the high, 63 for the low. Thursday, looking at 35 mile per hour gusts, 105 for the high, 63 for the overnight low. Friday, heading into the weekend, 101 for the high, 66 for the overnight low, with 31 mile per hour gusts expected. Saturday, looking at 22 mile per hour gusts, a high of 98 and a low of 70. Sunday, finishing off the weekend, gusts up to 30 miles per hour with 100 degrees for the high and 69 degrees for the overnight low. And finishing off our 7-day forecast next Monday, looking at 105 degrees with 70 degrees for the overnight low and gusty winds up to 31 miles per hour. And the worst weather in the nation today is Skunk River for strong thunderstorms.
Boy, that's something. Well, we're into summer tomorrow, right?
That's
so we
right.
start our triple digits. We've been fortunate so far.
Yeah, we managed to pull off triple digits just in time for the summer months.
What a guy.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed. Nathan Adelson Hospice invites you to an interfaith gathering for a workshop focusing on suicide grief on Monday, June 27th from 10:30 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. Please RSVP no later than tomorrow by calling 751-6700.
And folks, make sure to stay tuned after the news for Community Viewpoint, where the guests will be Tony Mendoza and a group of kids from West Care to talk about the Methodologies Project. And that being said, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Norma Gino Paddock.
From everyone up here on the hill at KPVM, we wish you a safe evening. We'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.